What happens when one of boxing's pound-for-pound kings, fresh off chasing a legacy-defining fight, suddenly ends up in a hospital bed after a wild backstage punch? This isn't just boxing drama anymore. This is Terence "Bud" Crawford, the face of the sport, blindsided in the middle of his rise, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the star seemingly spiraling out of control, turning a fight week press conference into chaos.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Tank, question for you. You're a proud father.
And now, from the hospital, Bud finally breaks his silence, and what he had to say changes everything. The drama unfolded backstage at the Canelo vs. Crawford press conference, where emotions were already running high. This wasn't even Tank's event. He had no business being there, but as always, Tank thrives on chaos. Witnesses say Tank crossed paths with Crawford just as he was stepping off stage for a quick break. No official cameras caught the moment, but the area was crowded. Canelo's camp, Crawford's team, and even event staff saw it all happen live.
Yeah, last one, because Shakur just came through. Talk to me about your relationship. You look like you was in a fight today.
It's hot in here. You know what I mean? So it's cool, man.
I mean, bringing him to this fight, getting him ready, mentally if not physically.
Sources reveal that words were exchanged, things turned personal fast, and before anyone could react, Tank landed a punch that caught Crawford clean. Security rushed in, but the damage was already done. Crawford looked shaken, was examined by medics, and later transported to the hospital for evaluation. That single punch sent shockwaves through boxing Twitter, with fans asking the same question: why would Tank risk everything again? But here's where it gets real. From his hospital bed, Crawford didn't sound scared or broken, he sounded focused. His first words reportedly were, "This don't stop nothing. I'm still fighting Canelo. Tank's just a distraction." That statement shows exactly where Crawford's mindset is. He's got the biggest fight of his career against Canelo Alvarez, and no cheap shot backstage is going to take that away. Bud brushed Tank off like an annoying fly, making it clear he sees him as nothing more than noise.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality.
Let's rewind. This all began when Tank, in his usual confident fashion, claimed that if he moved up in weight, he could easily beat Crawford. For a fighter like Bud, who has dominated multiple divisions and captured the undisputed title at 147 pounds, that remark was nothing short of disrespectful.
How does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147? I tapped that trend. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he is.
Ain't got no chance.
I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
Got round 6.
Bud fired back, questioning Tank's level of competition and taking shots at the quality of his resume.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
At the gala, Crawford threw a subtle jab about Tank's absence, a quiet reminder that he sees himself on a higher level. Tank fired back, pointing to his star power and bank account to make his case, but Crawford wasn't about to let him steal the spotlight. The timing of this feud is wild. Tank just announced plans to retire in 2025, leaving himself a short 2-year window to prove where he really stands in boxing history.
25 is... After next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
With Tank approaching the end, fans are demanding nothing less than blockbuster matchups. A showdown with Crawford would be the ultimate send-off, two icons colliding in a fight the boxing world would never forget.
What changed? What made you? It's trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when we saw you when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to squawk today.
But while Tank appears eager to make the fight happen, Crawford isn't fully sold, and he's got his reasons.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight. Talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment, man? Could he get it in the future? I mean, you came up to 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? That's too much weight? Or? What, 168? Yeah.
So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then
Definitely. If he fighting at 168, definitely.
But Crawford didn't say no either. He made it clear he'll take the fight if Tank is willing to move up to his weight class.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him come and touch it.
Wow, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
Let's be real, Tank Davis hasn't looked like himself lately. After his prison stint, the legal troubles, and that flat performance against Lamont Roach, people are starting to say it, Tank is falling off.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit was burning my eyes, so I cut that.
Instead of focusing on redemption, he's chasing headlines, crashing other fighters' press conferences, getting arrested, calling out Jake Paul for money fights, everything but locking in on boxing's elite.
Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize. Was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But, man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, like he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that like we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like, if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
And now he puts his hands on Crawford, not in the ring, not under the lights, but in a backstage hallway. That's not the Tank fans fell in love with, the Tank who knocked everybody out and carried Floyd Mayweather's hype machine on his back. This version of Tank looks lost.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he's done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevens at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
And speaking of Floyd, he's made it clear whose side he's on, and it's not Tank's anymore. Floyd came right out and said Tank disrespected Crawford's family, and that's something Money Mayweather won't stand behind. That has to sting. The man who mentored you your whole career suddenly switches sides. Let's be real, Tank wouldn't be where he is today without Floyd Mayweather. And here's the truth that probably eats Tank alive: Crawford doesn't even need him. Bud is locked in on Canelo, the biggest superstar in boxing, and a fight that could cement his legacy forever. Think about it, Crawford already unified at 147, dominated Errol Spence, and now he's daring to step up against the face of Mexican boxing. This fight is bigger than belts. It's about proving who's truly the pound-for-pound king. That's why Crawford told reporters he won't let Tank distract him. Compared to Canelo, Tank just doesn't move the needle.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've been working out. Actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
Here's the truth, Tank is small compared to Crawford, and when you put him next to Canelo, he looks tiny. Crawford's already making a massive leap by facing a naturally bigger man, and Tank trying to insert himself into that mix doesn't look like a fair fight. It looks like a setup for failure.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo though?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Boxing is a sport where size isn't always everything, but at the elite level, it matters a lot. Crawford has the speed and IQ to trouble Canelo, but at the end of the day, he's still up against a naturally bigger, stronger fighter who can pressure him and wear him down.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make.
Another thing to keep in mind, the Canelo versus Crawford buildup is already heating up. Press conferences have been tense, with Canelo making it clear he doesn't respect Crawford's size or the idea that Bud can just move up and take his belts.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turkey Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
He pissed me
Broken
off.
over a little.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Crawford, in turn, has fired back with confidence, pointing to his undefeated record and his dominance in every division he's stepped into.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
Tank showing up at that event wasn't a coincidence. He knew the cameras were rolling, he knew it was Crawford's night to shine, and maybe that's exactly why he wanted to crash the party.
Going up those weight classes to face him, you know, how can you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because, like, you know, they're smaller, they know how to move and things like that. But this guy is great at what he do. He got. And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to. How these guys is. Then you get hurt against
Imagine off.
Who?
There you talk about
Gamboa.
Talking about Gamboa. By Imagine off. Is that what you
No,
said?
you got flipped by
Gamboa?
Gamboa, right? Right? How the fuck he's looking this strong over the past year? I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh. I'm always.
No detail. Open up.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
Talking about Victor Conti.
He went to jail, right?
Victor Conti.
Yeah. And he's the owner of the snack shit, right? And he went to jail for it. Now it's like.
It's all over.
You know, you see, I don't want to throw him out of the bus, but you see, Earl said some things like that, like about the people in the steroids, but he don't want to say no names, but come on, bro.
And of course, in the middle of all this chaos, one name keeps coming up, Shakur Stevenson. Because let's be real, if Tank truly wanted smoke and wanted to silence critics, Shakur is the fight. Shakur's been calling him out nonstop, practically begging for that matchup while Tank ducks and dodges. He even said he couldn't believe Tank was out here entertaining Jake Paul instead of stepping up to face him.
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove.
This whole situation makes one thing clear, Tank is at a crossroads. He can keep spiraling, chasing clout and quick paydays, or he can lock in and remind the world why he was once one of the most feared fighters in boxing.
You saying he fighting for the money. You ain't saying Mayweather the promotion trying to make the most money off of Tank possible. You saying he fighting for the money.
If he said he went in there 0 times and requested the big fights, obviously he don't really care about the big fights. He just want to get the money, in which he's doing a good job at.
I mean, maybe he just let his team, come up with who they think should be next for him, and maybe that's why he hasn't gone in there, because anytime we see him, hear him after a fight, well, got to sit down with Calvin and the team and Floyd and London, and, they're going to come up with, whatever.
So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss what's coming next. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, we'll catch you in the next one.